This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. Many people revere, I think that's accurate, appropriate word, revere Elon Musk. They view him as some sort of a genius character who creates, an inventor type, ignoring the fact that neither he didn't start PayPal, he's not the founder of Tesla. He came in after it was a company and then in the agreement had his name appended as a founder. Just about every endeavor he's done, it is something other than creation. In fact, with the latest, with Twitter, he's destroying Twitter. Yesterday, he sat down with Andrew Ross Sorkin, New York Times event. For an hour and a half, they talked. And some inexplicable moments happened. Two that I want to talk about that are bizarre. He's very litigious, so I really want to choose my words carefully here. But in my estimation, my humble opinion, what am I, what do I know? He seems to be becoming untethered from reality. Very strange. Anyway, in this first clip, he's explaining to Andrew, who he calls his friend but calls by the wrong name, and then goes into this entire thing about how he doesn't want to be liked, that it's a weakness to want to be liked. We could address that afterward, but this is about how this starts. I'm not going to play it would be like a 8-minute clip if I just played the whole thing. Remember I talked about last week the tweet where he was saying this is actual fact that you're tweeting, and it was something about an anti-Jewish, anti-Semitic conspiracy theory about Jews controlling the world, or the Great Replacement theory and immigration so that the Jews can weaken the world and be in control. Just heinous, bigoted shit that he, Elon Musk, endorsed, apparently, inevitably, it seemed, by saying this is the actual truth. So that's where they are, and then him going into, I don't care about being liked. Watch this.
I have no problem being hated, by the way.
I hear
Hate
you.
away.
Well, but you know what? Let's go straight to that then for a second.
Sure.
Because there is an idea, and you could say that
I think
you
it's a
don't
real
care.
weakness to want to be liked. A real weakness. I do not have that.
Let me ask you this then. There's a difference between saying I don't care if anyone likes me or they hate me.
Yeah.
But given your power and given what you have amassed and the importance you have, I would think you want to be trusted. I would think maybe you don't need to be liked or hated, but trusted matters. If X is going to become a financial platform where people are going to put their money, where the government's going to give you money for rockets, where people are going to get into the cars, they need to ultimately decide that you are. Maybe they don't have to decide that they love you, but that you are ultimately a decent and good human being.
Yes, I mean, I think I am, but I'm certainly not going to do some sort of tap dance to prove to people that I am. So as for trust, I mean, I think we break that down in a few ways. If you want satellites sent to orbit reliably, SpaceX will do 80% of all mass to orbit this year. China will do 12%. The rest of the world will do 8%. That includes Boeing, Lockheed, and everyone else. So the track record of the rocket is the best by far of anything. You could hate my guts you could not trust me. It is irrelevant. The rocket track record speaks for itself. With respect to Tesla, we make the best cars. Whether you hate me, like me, or indifferent, do you want the best car or do you not want the best car? So I will certainly not pander. And Jonathan, the only reason I'm here is because you are a friend. What was my speaking fee?
You're not making any. First of all, I'm Andrew, but
yeah, sorry,
it's okay. Second of all, we've known each other for a very long time.
Andrew Sorkin. Yes.
And
listen,
as he cackles maniacally or totally normally. And that's coming from a guy with a pretty aggressive laugh. There's a lot here. There's so much here. This is one of the most powerful human beings on the planet because of his wealth. Talking about, it's a weakness to want to be liked, while tweeting what many people believe to be bigoted, anti-Semitic tweets, forwarding conspiracy theories like Pizzagate, long debunked conspiracy theories, telling the guy, I'm only here because you're my friend, Jonathan. He says that to Andrew, whose name was right there on the screen. The only reason SpaceX is where it is or what it is because of we the people, funding billions upon billions upon billions upon billions of dollars. The funding for SpaceX didn't come out of the pockets of Elon Musk. It came from us. Tesla is the best cars? I know many people who own Teslas who are gravely and seriously disappointed with the best car. It is delusional. It is untethered from reality. And unfortunately, based on the system of the economics we have in our country, he wields outsized power as he destroys Twitter, trying to make it into like a more popular Truth Social. And to that point about him destroying Twitter, the next segment of that I'm going to play for you, another like 2.5 minutes, 2 minutes and 14 seconds or so. It's them talking about the fact that advertisers, because of the tweet, because of the anti-Semitic, anti-Jewish conspiracy theory that he tweeted in agreement, advertisers are now leaving because they don't want their products advertised next to anti-Semitic, hateful, genocidal trash tweets. And he is now blaming them if Twitter fails, calling it blackmail if Twitter fails. Watch this bizarre moment.
And obviously, you know that there's a public perception that, and you're clarifying this now, but there's a public perception that that was part of a apology tour, if you will. That this had been said online. There was all of the criticism. There was advertisers leaving. We talked to Bob Iger today.
I hope they stop.
You hope?
Don't advertise.
You don't want them to advertise?
No.
What do you mean?
If somebody's going to try to blackmail me with advertising, blackmail me with money, go fuck yourself.
But
go fuck yourself. Is that clear? I hope it is. Hey, Bob, if you're in the audience.
Well, let me ask you then.
That's how I feel. Don't advertise.
How do you think then about the economics of X? If part of the underlying model, at least today, and maybe it needs to shift, maybe the answer is it needs to shift away from advertising. If you believe that this is the one part of your business where you will be beholden to those who have this view, what do you do?
F-Y.
I understand that, but there's a reality too, right?
Yes. No.
I mean, Linda Yaccarino's right here, and she's got to sell advertising.
Absolutely. So, totally. So, actually, what this advertising boycott is going to do, it's going to kill the company.
And do you think that
and the whole world will know that those advertisers killed the company, and we will document it in great detail.
But those advertisers, I imagine, are going to say, we didn't kill the company.
Oh yeah.
They're going to say,
tell it to Earth.
But they're going to say, Elon, that you killed the company because you said these things, and that they were inappropriate things, and that they didn't feel comfortable on the platform, right? That's what they're going to say.
And let's see how Earth responds to that.
He's delusional. This is a delusional moment we're all witnessing. A man who admits if advertising stops, it's going to kill Twitter. It's going to destroy the thing he paid $44 billion for. But he's telling them to go fuck themselves. Go away. Don't advertise, quote unquote, says Elon Musk. It's not blackmail if a company doesn't want to risk brand damage by advertising next to tweets from Nazis. That's not blackmail. That's doing what's in the best interest, what their obligation is to the shareholders of their company. It would be illegal to damage the brand under our system of economics. That's what this advertising boycott is going to do. It's going to kill the company, and the whole world, Earth will know. Earth will know, Elmo. We will all know. We've all been saying it. Many of us has been saying it from the beginning. You are destroying Twitter. Maybe you should get back to not paying your taxes or paying far less than you should, far less than your assistants do as a percentage basis. Go back to taking credit for other people's work and stop destroying something that was important. It's not just Twitter. It was a means of communication for uprisings across the country. It was a means for when protesters are in the street coordinating. It was a platform for the distribution of immediate news. So you didn't have to wait for a network. So you didn't have to wait for an article to be written. Real time. And that's gone now. It's been supplanted by white supremacists, anti-Semites, all at the hands of this genius who doesn't care about people liking him, but he has his Jeb Bush please clap moment there. F-Y. Please clap, audience. I don't care if you like me, but I care so much. I don't talk about Elon Musk very much, but wow. I don't know if it's wealth that corrupts the mind or it's just these sociopaths and psychopaths who gravitate toward success in business. I don't know. A guy named Bob Hare wrote a book called Snakes in Suits you should check out. Maybe you should check it out, Elmo. Anyway, what do you think? I'd love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. I'd love to hear from you. If you appreciate what I do, my take, the research I do, the presentation, and you want to help support my work, help produce these videos, click the join button below. Become a channel member for $1.99 a month. Head on to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. That's a great way to help support my work. You can hit the super thanks button. You can buy some merch. But most importantly, make sure you're subscribed, like and comment, and share this video with someone who needs the information. I'll see you next time, maybe on social media. I'm on Twitter, X. I'm on Twitter, at Dollemore, and all the rest, at Dollemore. I'll see you next time. Until I do, be genuine and take care of one another.